In the year of my 14th birthday, my family and I were living in government quarters due to my father's position as a government officer. It was a time of change and excitement. My father had been promoted, and we were moving into a larger flat within the same colony. I was thrilled at the prospect of having my own room, but little did I know that this new home would bring with it an eerie sense of unease. The first few nights were uneventful, filled with the novelty of a new home and late-night movies. But one night, as I lay in my bed immersed in a film, an unusual noise broke the silence. It was faint, like the jingling of a woman's anklets, and it seemed to be coming from outside my room. At first I dismissed it, attributing the sound to my mother moving about in the house. But then the noise persisted. Every few minutes it would resonate through the silence, lasting for a few seconds before abruptly stopping. It felt as if a spectral figure was pacing up and down the hall, the sound of her anklets echoing through the night. My heart pounded in my chest, fear gripping me as I considered waking my parents. Gathering my courage, I ventured out of my room to confront the source of the noise. The sound of anklets grew louder, as if the unseen woman was approaching me. Yet there was no one to be seen. Despite the clear and distinct sound, the hallway was empty. In a state of panic, I rushed to my parents' room and relayed the entire incident. My father, half asleep and skeptical, brushed off my concerns. I spent the night in their room, the fear of the unknown keeping me awake. This mysterious noise continued to haunt me for the next several months. It would often start around 10 at night, the sound of anklets ringing through the empty halls. Strangely enough, I was the only one who could hear it. Then, after about 9 months, we moved again. The new inhabitants of the flat were acquaintances of ours, a large family with a son who was my best friend. One day, the father approached us, inquiring about any strange sounds we might have heard. That's when it hit me, it wasn't just my imagination. They had heard the anklets too. It was then my parents finally believed me. They had the house blessed, and upon further inquiry, we discovered that not one, but 6 spirits were believed to reside in that house. Now, with 14 years past since that eerie experience, I find myself reflecting back on those chilling nights. Whether the sound of the anklets still echoes through that old flat, I do not know. But the memory of that spectral sound still sends chills down my spine. Yet, from this haunting experience, I learned the importance of maintaining an open mind. It taught me to listen to others, even when their stories seem out of the ordinary. And most importantly, if you find yourself in a situation that frightens or troubles you, do not hesitate to seek help. Trust in your experiences, and remember, sometimes the supernatural may not be as otherworldly as it seems.